Hey, Chris. Awesome class once again. Um, Everything looked really good. The only thing I'm going to go through, I'll make it really short, is that the circle of fives when we do like circle of fifths when we're doing like the major arpeggios. Um, we went through that reggae kind of progression. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Let's do. I'll do it from bar chords. Okay, I started to do gypsy jazz there, but right. I'll do the open chord. All right. So all you're doing is you're hitting that bass line, which you did. You did the whole progression pretty well, but just these are like the real subtleties of the style. Just go really slow and hit that, right, right. You can concentrate on just hitting the first two strings if you want. You can hit all the strings, but to really get that flavor to it, and then you right. So that's how that should sound. Um, and we also did the minor chord progression for the circle of fifths. So you can use that same style with this. And if you look, I'm playing around with like the first three strings, but you can strum all the strings once again. I'm just kind of picking and strumming, like in between that. So the other thing you could do with that style is you can you can play around with the roots. Okay, so all right, so I'm keeping my fingers in that position, right? And I'm hitting the fifth string, which is the root, and then I'm going to hit a secondary root, which will be my fourth string. All right, and I just play them simultaneously, bouncing back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. Right, right. And so when I'm doing the sixth string, when I'm doing like a G minor, I do the same thing, same principle. You just kind of sixth string and then fifth string, so your root and your secondary. All right, so work on that. Now we went into the gypsy jazz. Now that's going to be kind of a tricky style. It seems like okay, it's just you're strumming down, but like I was mentioning earlier, that gypsy jazz style, they played it in the clubs, in the bars and stuff, and it was it was like the the accompaniment, the rhythm section. When they're playing, they're kind of setting it up for the solo guitar or the solo instrument. Now, in that style, when they do that, they're kind of like forcing the audience to kind of lean in, and then the solo, the instrument that's doing the solo, will really be heard. Okay, very very clearly, and everything will mesh in there very well. So, when you're playing that particular style, it's good to not use the pick. Just use your thumb and just kind of I'm picking up, but you're gonna strum down. So the strumming down is like it's like a pop, 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 pop. So right, and then I'll do it here. Okay, so that's kind of all you're doing. Is that thumb is doing it. You might even be able to bounce your bass line. So you might be able to do a little bit of that. Um, so the reason I'm showing you that is because when we go into Autumn Leaves, we're going to try a little bit of that in the rhythm, the chords. So it should sound kind of cool. I'm not going to play it in this video because I already played it and it sounds pretty cool. I'm going to kind of like ease on into it. I want the melody to be a little bit more. I want you to be a little bit more confident and comfortable with the melody. It sounds good, by the way, but I want you to really get be sure of everything and comfortable with it. So yeah, the Autumn Leaves, that came out really well. What I'd like you to do is kind of work on ideas for solos. Work on some ideas for solos, for improv, because it is in G. All right, so you have your G and you have that E pentatonic. Remember your A sharp, when you're doing the E pentatonics. That's your tension note. There's a couple of tension notes you can hit. Ironically, some of those tension notes were actually written in the Autumn Leaves sheet music. It would have actually have been like the C sharp and a D sharp, believe it or not. And I think there's another one that you could use. But anyway, so that's it for today's video. Just work on those things. We'll go through the key of C and the A pentatonic modes and positions too. All right, man. Thank you very much, and I will see you next Monday.